Quinn, sweet nickname did your family give you? Avery, you later find out it meant something completely humiliating? My entire Filipino family called me Baboy. I thought it meant little angel or precious one in Tagalog. My Lola would kiss my forehead and call me her Baboy ko, and I felt like the most cherished grandchild alive. In 5th grade, I did a Culture Day project explaining how Baboy was a beautiful Filipino term of endearment, passed down through generations. My mom was standing near the exit making these strange snorting sounds into her sleeve. I thought she was overwhelmed with pride. For my debut at 18, I insisted the event planner print welcome to Emery's debut, everyone's favorite Baboy, on the giant banner behind the stage. The planner, an older Filipino woman named Tita Sam, asked me 3 separate times if I was absolutely certain. I said yes every time. I wore a custom sash across my ball gown with Baboy stitched in pearl beading. My uncles were laughing so hard during my speech that one of them had to leave the ballroom. I thought I was just that charming. I put it in my college admissions essay, a whole 650-word piece about how Baboy represented the tender generational love of Filipino families, and how it shaped my identity as a first-generation American. I got into my top choice university and was absolutely convinced that essay was the reason. I framed a printed copy and hung it above my desk. Freshman year, my dorm whiteboard said Baboy's room. Come say hi with little hand-drawn flowers around it. My TikTok bio read, call me Baboy Filipino Princess. Family means everything. I joined the Filipino-American Riley Alliance and introduced myself as Baboy at the very first mixer. The vice president, a guy from Cebu, choked on his halo so hard someone had to pat his back. I assumed he was just moved by my confidence and my heritage. My boyfriend Alex were completely obsessed with it. He texts me good morning my sweet Baboy every single day. He got me a delicate gold anklet with Baboy engraved on the little charm for our 1-year anniversary. He introduced me to his friends saying this is Emery but her family calls her Baboy. It's this really beautiful Filipino tradition. Super meaningful. His friends would nod slowly with these tight, uncomfortable smiles. I thought they were just shy. Blake year, I got the opportunity of a lifetime, a semester abroad in Dakota. I was beyond excited to finally use my nickname with real Filipinos in the actual Philippines who would truly appreciate the depth of my cultural connection. Myself to my host family the second I walked through the door. Hi pa, AKOSI Emery but you can call me Baboy. The mother's jaw physically dropped. The 2 teenage sons started laughing so hard one of them slid off the couch onto the floor. The father just stared at me with pure disbelief and asked me to repeat it. I proudly repeated it louder this time. At the University of the Philippines, I joined every study group and cultural club I could. I introduced myself as Baboy every single time. My Filipino classmates would exchange these wide-eyed glances and start whispering in Tagalog behind their hands. I was certain they were discussing how impressive it was that a Filipino-American had held onto her roots so strongly. At my going-away dinner, I was meeting a whole group of local students for the first time. Kamusta, AKOSI Baboy? I announced proudly as I sat down. The entire table went completely silent. One girl actually put down her spoon. A guy across from me, Enzo, looked at me with the kind of soft concern usually reserved for someone about to receive a cancer diagnosis. He leaned in and asked very gently, "Hey, who told you that was your name?" I launched into my rehearsed speech about family traditions, generational love, and cultural identity. Enzo's face cycled through about 7 different emotions before he finally raised his hand to stop me. He said, "Emery, I need to tell you something and I'm so sorry. Baboy means pig. Your family has been calling you pig since the day you were born." I laughed and told him he had to be wrong. Morgan, it was regional, or maybe it was old Tagalog, or maybe it was affectionate slang I wasn't understanding. Enzo shook his head very slowly. "Casey, no. Baboy means pig, literally.